All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Sports Yak Podcast. Crazy ending to the Premier League season. We got two people who have a pretty good interest in the finishes, and Ayub, I don't know what he's doing, but Ayub, how are you doing? How you were enjoying this as I guess, Arsenal fan?
I guess the last game was fun,
But yeah,
but it's been like that for the last like 4 games.
yeah, uh, typical Arsenal to like play their best game when like nothing even matters. But yeah, Ahmad, Spurs got the job done. How are you doing?
Doing good. Thank God, You can't call us Spursy anymore.
That's
Arsenal's
true.
the new Spursy.
That's true.
Like,
And Ali, another close finish. I think it was like the second time they lost by 1 point, right? They lost the league by 1 point.
Yeah. I mean, we were expecting before the game for City to like finish the job anyway, but it was nothing like that. And
Yeah,
I mean, watching the game, man, that was torture. Just not like having scored. Like first they scored, and then like we scored kind of like 20 minutes after, but then God, I was like, what the heck's wrong with us? We can't score a single goal. And then City get conceded another goal on them, and it was torture until like then I see City just score 3 goals like in 10 minutes, and I was like, you know what? At least they're winning their game, so whatever happens with us, we're not gonna win. And
Yeah,
then of course that's when we start scoring.
it would have been worse if they lost, but you guys still drew and you still lost the league. That would have been, I feel like that would have been worse.
Dude, that would suck. That would suck.
But yeah, I mean, Aston Villa was up 2-0. Coutinho scored the second goal. Stevie G was celebrating. Liverpool was, I think Liverpool was drawing at that point with Wolves, but what was your feelings at that time?
Did you say Stevie G? It should be Slippy G.
That's true, my bad. But yeah,
I don't know why he has to do that to us. Like,
did you feel like you were winning the league at that point? Did you feel like you were winning the league at that point? Or were you still nervous?
We haven't even scored.
But I feel like Liverpool was like, they were gonna score. Like, obviously they did score, ended up scoring 2 more goals.
I mean, I had a feeling we made these. Like, I thought we had a really good chance from then on. But like I thought the favors swung. Like, the title swung in our favor from there on. But yeah, I was still unsure, man, because Wolves were like actually trying.
Yeah, it's true. Like one of the rare teams that was actually trying today. Like Everton, like we saw, fell over. Like Norwich fell over.
Norwich had their soul taken like a few games ago.
Yeah. I mean, they had like, I don't know if that's like a record low, but they had only 22 points. And I feel like they're gonna score like 100 points in the championship again and be right back to getting their ass kicked like next year, like 2 years from now in the Premier League.
Unless like Pookie decides to finally leave.
Yeah. But yeah, Ahmad, Son, Kane, Kulusevski put the teams on the back. I mean, that was the main difference, right? January.
That, and you can't forget Rodrigo Bentancur and Christian Romero. I believe Christian Romero is actually the best center back in the league.
Okay.
I have people who disagree with me on that. But man, like, I think just the fact that
wait, is
we
he
had
Colombian?
Romero in the back. No, he's Argentinian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like, I mean, he got best South American defender in the Copa America, not for no reason. And we had Bentancur, who was and Kulusevski from Juve, and they basically played lights out every game. Without them, I think we wouldn't have got to this position. I mean, look at just against Norwich, Bentancur had 2 assists, Kulusevski 2 goals. So it just tells how much they mean to us this past season. Even we're gonna get more players I think in the summer.
I think the last time we recorded, it was right after like all those transfers came in, and yeah. I think Tottenham was like 7th or 8th, and Conte was like, I might leave, I might not like stay. So
yeah, he's definitely staying now. There's no choice. Kane is gonna stay also, which is At least Kane said that this was before this game. He said he'll basically stay if Conte stays. So I think Conte for sure is going to stay. He's going to probably buy, I think we're trying to get 6 new players. And we've got to get rid of, I think, 6 players also. I already know them off the top of my head, though.
All right, say them.
Ndombele, Lo Celso, Winks,
There's like half of these guys
Davinson
are on loan.
Sanchez. Get in. Forgot the other one.
Davies.
And Bergwijn.
You think Davies leaves too?
No, I like Davies. Like
What about Emerson?
he was one of those players that just started to shine from Conte when Conte came in. Like he was actually very consistent.
Yeah, like
I think we
the back
definitely
five
need,
is the back five is like Conte's thing. So I feel like you probably want another center back.
Yeah, so I think the plan is Conte wants to get one more center back at least, 2 new wing backs.
Probably from
Like
Inter.
that. Probably, yeah. I forgot their names. I know one of them Skriniar. I think he wants Bastoni. And I think he wants one more striker to help Kane out and then a creative midfielder. Hopefully Eriksson comes back or someone like Eriksson.
Maybe Dybala. That would be pretty
I
interesting.
don't think I heard rumors of Dybala, but I don't think he's gonna come. I heard that because now the new sporting director that we got, Patrici, he was actually the one, because he used to be in Juve. He was the one who apparently wanted to sell Dybala to either Arsenal or Tottenham. So I don't know if I think Dybala wants to come to. I think he's gonna either go to Chelsea or he'll stay in Italy and go to Inter.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we've spoken since Ayub, do you remember last time did we speak like that Holland went to City? Was that confirmed yet?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was confirmed.
Okay. So yeah, I mean that's the league is only going to get stronger next year. Like United should be better as well. Obviously Arsenal should be better as well. They're a pretty young team. The what?
Nothing. Bring
I
back
think
Wenger.
now like these teams, like all these like Tottenham, I think Tottenham's gonna have a huge rebuild. Like now the teams are, it's not gonna be based on like the players in the team, but how the coach is tactically. That's how it'll decide who wins.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Hamza joining, fresh off his celebration.
Ooh.
He's trying to send snaps around, pictures of him in his jersey. Can you hear us? How are you feeling?
Hold on, I'm trying to connect my AirPods.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 second. My bad.
But yeah, we were just saying that the league is going to be a lot stronger next season. I mean, obviously, City are getting Haaland. Liverpool are still improving. We'll see if I think Salah signed a new contract, but Mane, is he up for a new contract as well?
Did Salah sign a new contract?
I'm pretty sure he did.
He was about to, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ali's munching.
He's like,
But yeah, I mean, we were talking before the pod about Mbappe basically rejecting Madrid, and Ali, you had some strong opinions about that.
I mean, I feel like when a club goes to that extremes, like we saw the terms in that contract. I mean, let's put the money aside, okay? First, I'll discuss the money. Like he's getting paid 300 million as a sign-in bonus pounds, and he's getting 100 million a year after taxes. So he's getting 600 million in his 3-year contract. Okay, let's put that aside though. He's gonna be involved in choosing the sporting director and the coach and new signings. So essentially he's one of the owners of the club. Like he's one of the people in charge of the club at this point. I just think having someone like that in the dressing room, of course Mbappe is one of the best players in the world, but I mean that's just, I don't know. I don't see how the other players in the team will like react positively to that, because PSG is a team that needs other good players to come to the club. How would those good players react to someone like Mbappe, like basically being their daddy? Like,
Yeah, I mean he's
I
like
just
what?
don't see them
20
being like successful from here on, even by keeping Mbappe. One player is not going to win you the Champions unless you're the Madrid and you have Benzema.
Yeah, they should have given that contract to Benzema.
Honestly, Real Madrid should for how much he's been carrying them since Ronaldo left.
Yeah,
Yeah, he definitely needs a bumper contract. Benzema.
But yeah, I mean, I was saying that I wouldn't sell my like best player to a rival, but like it also messes with like this is not like a fantasy team, right? It also messes with like chemistry issues and player development and all that because like even Neymar, he probably feels like he's like been slighted a little bit that they don't really care what he says. I'm sure he would love Mbappe on his team, but he was kind of brought to PSG to be the number one guy, but he's not really a number one guy anymore.
Are you
I
guys
mean,
surprised though?
never
Like,
was.
did you expect like PSG to just let him go? I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised either, especially because he's French. He's like the face of the
Yeah.
country right now.
Losing him for free is a terrible look if they were gonna lose him. Because last year, they got a crazy offer. What was it, 250 million for him? And I wasn't surprised that they did all this. It's crazy though that like he's gonna have like decision on manager, decision on all that. They gave him a lot, but honestly, I'm not surprised. They're willing to do whatever to keep Mbappe. It's funny to see how all the Real Madrid fans' reactions. They're so like entitled, like, oh, I can't believe he didn't join us. You know?
I
It's
mean,
true.
it's okay.
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
still
true.
I actually wasn't surprised on like PSG doing what they did because just the way PSG is, like an oil-rich club, that's something they would do.
You know what? You know what? Now I'm actually like, now that you bring that up, Hamza, I'm happy Mbappe stayed in PSG
I'm
for
a little
two
happy
reasons.
as well. Yeah.
Two reasons. One, I don't blame PSG going all out of their way to do that because that shows, as if I'm Mbappe, I'm like, wow, this club really wants me to stay, and this is what I mean to them. Second thing, I don't think Madrid deserves for Mbappe with the way they treated Isco and especially Gareth Bale.
Mhm.
Like,
Gareth Bale kind of deserved it.
nah,
Never.
bro, he won them the champion. How many Champions League? 3, and then he won them a league. All these trophies.
Copa.
I don't know if he won them 3 Champions League finals, but he won
Hey,
that
man,
final
okay.
by himself against Liverpool.
Yeah,
Liverpool,
Yeah.
yeah.
They've been
He
terrible
also
with
had
him
that
his whole
big
time
part
there.
in. Yeah, dude. It's like I don't feel any sympathy for Madrid fans when it comes to Mbappe staying in PSG. Like it means nothing to me.
Exactly, bro. They could just get the next superstar.
But the contract's 3 years.
Yeah, honestly, in 3 years he might go.
Yeah, I think
He's 23.
I think he'll end
so-
up there. I think he'll end up there still. Like, but
But do you think the Madrid fans will accept him?
Yes. yeah,
If he's the best player in the world, then yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
Madrid fans don't care as long as you play good.
Yeah, but the sad part is like Benzema's only going to get older, so we're never going to see like that Benzema and Mbappe every week.
that would
I
have been
mean,
so
you can
scary,
see it
man.
in
That would have been so
French
scary.
national team.
Vinny, Mbappe, Benzema would have been ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Vinny, don't forget.
I'm glad it's not happening for FIFA reasons, but imagine playing against Vinny, Benzema, and Mbappe on the same team in FIFA. PSG is already a sweat team in FIFA. Imagine Real Madrid with
I think they were
Mbappe.
better in FIFA this year than in actual real life.
For sure.
Okay, but now Mbappe is gonna have that choking mentality that PSG is.
This guy with the narratives, man.
Well, I feel like PSG is like, you know, like it's of course it's not exactly the same because PSG is a better team. They'll probably win the league again. But it's like with the LeBron James and the Lakers. He's gonna like let me try to get everyone I want and stuff. It's all
Who
on
does he
me,
want, bro?
and they're just gonna flop.
Who else does he want?
I would say
I know
probably
he wants
Pogba.
to kick off Neymar.
I think Pogba.
No.
I heard they're trying to get Zidane as manager now. That's going to be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah,
if they
Okay.
do.
I think this is if PSG get this guy, it would be a big statement. Chouameni.
I think Real Madrid was
Mm.
trying to get him.
Yo, Real Madrid would be so
that's gonna
mad
be
if he went to
interesting. Whoever
PSG.
signs him.
I heard Liverpool are in for him as well,
Yeah, we are.
but
But I
doubt
think
he-
honestly the
Liverpool
bigger
has-
statement would be getting
no clue.
Zidane as manager.
Who?
Huh?
Zidane, I think like if they got Zidane as manager, that would be an even bigger statement than getting any other player.
He wouldn't do anything.
Exactly, but he's good at player management. That's his specialty.
What's a hater?
Yo, forget these
Zidane,
guys,
Zidane
bro.
had more impact than Bale.
Hey, no. Hey, mince
I-
your words.
I feel like Mbappe, even though he's like the boss, probably he would still listen to Zidane just because he has that,
Yeah.
reverence for a French legend and
That's
all that.
very-
Yeah.
That's why they need Zidane, bro. Somebody like Neymar and Mbappe, these guys like
Yeah, dude.
can
Yeah.
listen to
I
you.
can't see them like. I can't see any other coach control those
Yeah.
players.
We were talking beforehand, but could you see Neymar leaving this summer?
Yes.
Nah. Where to though?
The thing, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know where he would go
Gonna
to.
go back to
Brazil.
Brazil.
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
But honestly,
Name-
that would be a Newcastle signing.
Bro, that would be so cool though.
Neymar
Yeah.
on his day is still like the best player, man. He's ridiculous still.
Bro, when has his
He's
day been
ridiculous,
though?
man.
His last day.
His last day was versus
been decent
Claremont.
recently though. Didn't he score a couple goals yesterday?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Mbappe had
but
like
that's
a
the
hat
French
trick.
league. They don't count.
Yeah,
The French league literally doesn't count. Like anything that happens there, like if they were
That's
to
the
lose
thing. That's a sad thing.
Mbappe, they would still win the French league. Like
Yeah. I mean, they lost it last year.
Yeah. To Lille.
that's how trash they are.
Forget the French league though. Y'all-
They lost the French league and they bought
Who just won
Messi.
the Premier League though? Who just won the Premier League?
Yeah, we
Uh,
yeah,
y'all,
we
probably,
should
y'all
buy-
probably already talked about it, but
Who bought the Premier League? That's what you're saying.
man, that was crazy.
$1 billion is spent.
How you feeling, Ali, bro?
I mean, I'm
you
feeling-
meet this guy.
Like, I'm feeling better that like, because this is like kind of what we expected before. Not like the way it happened, but the results.
Yeah,
So I'm not feeling horrible, but like I would have felt horrible if like you guys didn't win and then we also didn't win.
it was
That would've
2-0
just-
to Aston Villa at the 75th minute, man. That's insane.
Yeah.
I was so stressed. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like,
It's the
I
most
hate this
dangerous
team. I
lead.
can't believe this. Yeah, I mean, I don't believe that, but
I mean, City played like shit in the first half.
it was crazy, and they just turned up, bro. The subs to bring on Gundogan and Sterling changed the game. I wanted Sterling on the whole time, and then you brought Sterling on and Gundogan on, and they changed the game right away. Sterling crossed to Gundogan, and then the Rodrigo.
Bro,
and then
Rodri only
Sterling-
scores like bangers from outside the box.
I love it, bro.
Those are
Classic
class
DM goals. Like, yeah. Rodri's a beast, man. So underrated.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, what's it called? Yeah, Gundogan. Probably his last game at the club, right? No, he's
Yeah, probably.
I saw rumors he was gonna leave, but now, I mean, then I also said I saw this like they want him to stay, so I'm not sure. He can't leave now after this.
I think Man City should really try to keep him. Like,
Yeah,
he's a really good
big.
player to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's too good to be sitting on the bench for that long.
Honestly, he's not at the same level where like I think he has like a little like back injury or something where he can't like do it every week, every game starting, but he still has the ability to change a game.
bring him to
He's
Arsenal.
He's a great
Now
role
bring
player
it
to have.
to
at City.
PSG.
But like,
Yeah.
let's be real. Like, I don't think any player should, unless you're like De Bruyne, unless you're like the main guy and you're in like the whole. And when I mean position, I mean like main midfielder, main forward, main defender. Like, I feel like the other players, it's like now with these teams, like there's a lot of depth. It's not about like playing every game now. It's
Yeah.
almost like it's
Yeah.
okay if you get benched. There's many
Exactly.
games and like the good teams have a lot of depth.
Because teams like City and Liverpool, it's a 38 game league season. They're going like all the way in the Champions League. They have cup runs. Like there's so many games. You need a lot of good players.
And I think Tottenham and Chelsea. I don't know about Arsenal because they didn't make.
That was the
Champions
weak-
League, but
that was the
Tottenham
weakness
and
in Arsenal, I
Chelsea are
think.
gonna get a lot of players too.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Tottenham, Ahmad, y'all made it.
That's the
Wow.
biggest
Yeah.
achievement. Of
Bro,
Conte's
if you
career.
asked me 2 months ago if we would even make Europa League, well, maybe Europa League, but
No, not even.
yeah, 2 months ago, I don't know, bro. It's thank you, Arsenal. That's all I could say.
Oh my God.
You know,
What about
and,
United?
you
Thank
know
them
what? No,
too.
not thank you, Arsenal. Hey, we beat Man City twice this season, and we drew Liverpool. I was honestly after that Liverpool game when we drew, I was not sure if we'd make Champions League because I thought we should have done more to win that game. And I wasn't sure how we would do against Arsenal after that.
Y'all could have
But-
won it though. Hoiberg had that header at the end of the game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought we should have done enough to win the game. And Conte seemed fine with the tie. And he was making like defensive substitutions in the end of that game. And I was like, what are you doing? We could literally win this game.
He knew he was going to kill Arsenal. He knew they were going to kill Arsenal.
Conte, in Conte we trust. That's what we say now.
What a guy, man. What a manager. He's elite.
He has to be back now by the board. You know how Tottenham doesn't like spending.
Yeah, I mean, if they lose him, that's terrible. They can't.
If we lose him, we lose Kane also. Like, they're a package deal at this point.
I can't see Kane leaving at this point. Like, who's gonna? I think Man United is the only one that could probably afford him. Maybe.
That's true. He can't go to City now.
No,
he can't go to City.
Maybe Liverpool if they want to like replace Mane, but I can't see it.
I can't see that.
I can't see him in Liverpool, honestly.
Now Tottenham could be tough next year if they make some signings. They could challenge City and Liverpool.
Yeah.
I think they're
I think we're only saying that because Conte. Even because if it was another coach and they made signings, I still think with Tottenham would be in the same situation.
100%.
Conte is just a special manager, the same way Pep and Klopp were.
Exactly.
I think those are the top 3 teams that will be very competitive for the title. Because I'm still not 100% convinced with Chelsea yet, with everything that's going on with them.
Same.
They have their own internal problems going on.
I don't think they'll be competing next year.
No.
Who?
Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but they're losing half their team.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially the other center backs. Christensen going to Barcelona, I think. Rudiger is rumored from Madrid.
Yeah,
Thiago Silva's still
we
pretty
don't
old.
know how, like, of course Thiago Silva's still class, but
Yeah, man.
he's old. Like, you don't
Azpilicueta.
old people, you don't know how long they'll last.
Yeah,
He's going to Barcelona too, right? Azpilicueta.
I heard he's leaving, and Marcos Alonso too. So it's like everybody. They'll have a yeah, man.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
heard
be
you guys-
surprised to see a lot of their players leave, especially even like Lukaku.
Yeah, but Chelsea are the team that, like they always bounce back. At least they did with Abramovich. I don't know with these new owners if they'll spend the same amount of money, but they always buy players, and Chelsea are always right there. So
Yeah, like we said, like the league is going to be a lot tougher next season.
yeah, I heard you
What
guys
about
saying that
United?
when I came on. Like, oh come on.
No, man, United, like,
No.
they're
No.
hyping their new coach up too much, and they don't know how to make signings.
They're 2 years away from being 2 years away.
The fact that United spent more than City, and they're like in 7th place.
Yeah,
They're awful.
6th
man.
right now, I think.
I saw the only teams that didn't score today were Man United and Norwich.
Plus, yeah, United finished with 0 goal difference. Like they were even.
It's perfect. I feel like that's just beautiful. It's
That's
better than being
isn't
negative.
this the worst
Just
season they've
0.
had since
They should just bring Josie
Sir
back.
Alex.
Yeah.
Since Sir Alex, like,
They haven't had a single good season since Alex left. It's been
but this is like worse than every season they had after.
This
Sir.
is the worst one. This is definitely the worst
Yeah.
season they've had. Even worse than that first year.
Especially after
More-
getting Varane, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Varane was like a risky signing. Like, if you know his history, he almost never has a complete season. He's always injured.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's overrated.
Like, he's good. Like, he's really good, but you just don't like. He worked out in Madrid because Madrid always has depth, and it's
And he was
La
always
Liga.
next
It's
to-
not as intense, so he can survive with him playing half the season.
And he was next to Sergio Ramos, so it's easier that way.
And
Yeah,
I
it's
don't think
difference
he's
between being number 2 and number 1, especially when Maguire was pretty inconsistent this season. There was like no clear number
Yeah.
1 center back.
Yeah, when you have Casemiro and Ramos.
Dude, this is a hot take, man. Like, I know Maguire is not like one of the best defenders in the world, but I think him playing in United makes him look so much worse than he actually is. Like,
Because of
I
Fred.
feel like there's
Yeah.
like some effect of playing in United
I mean, honestly,
because he's not that bad in England.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
I feel like he's actually pretty decent. Like,
Yeah,
it's
he
just,
is decent in England.
United's just so bad that it makes everyone look bad.
Yeah, but also England play with like three center backs. It just makes everybody like has more. It's a little safer for all of them. It's easier.
They play
Yeah,
with like
but
four center backs when
They-
Walker's back there.
Yeah, they have Walker covering, and then they
That's
have like
so good.
Stones, Maguire. They'll have somebody else. So
Let me
it's
ask you
different.
this: don't you think Eric Dyer should be in the England squad for the World Cup?
Who's
Not
it,
really.
Huh?
No, but
He probably could be in the squad. Like,
it should be Tomori from Milan.
That's true.
yeah, oh yeah, him
Tomorrow.
for sure. He should
Ben White?
definitely.
Oh, they're playing today, aren't they?
I think they won
They're
the
winning
title.
like 4-0, man.
Did they win it?
Yeah, they're gonna win the
They're not-
title.
I don't think they played yet, bro. They have to win.
Ooh.
No, they won.
Milan.
They were winning like 5-0, man.
Oh, so they won. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
they won.
awesome.
Oh, it's 3-0 final. Okay.
Good
I saw
for them.
Zlatan scored. It must have been offside. So 3-0.
Juventus.
Yeah, and Inter already played, so they won the game too. But they already clinched the title.
Bro,
AC Milan won the
Zlatan
league.
kept his promise.
Yeah.
He said last season that Milan would win the next season, and they did.
That guy just wins a league title everywhere, every year.
But he's no Ancelotti.
Man.
I can't even do the eyebrow thing.
Exactly. Name a manager that's won more than Ancelotti away.
Pep.
Exactly.
No, there's a few.
Pep.
There's people who won
Yeah.
more. They just haven't
Well,
won
not
like as bad, like with.
Right.
Ancelotti has 5 league titles, where Pep just won his. Is this his 10th? I think this is his 10th.
We're not talking about Messi or spending $1 billion.
See, come on, you're gonna do this.
Messi won
Playing
those
in a
league
farmer's
titles, not Pep.
It was just a
my
trick
God.
question just to
Farmers.
troll Man City.
Oh, bro.
And then let's see, when he was in Bayern, I mean, you're expected to win Bundesliga or else you're fired.
I mean, Ancelotti was there as well, so.
But Hamza,
Yeah.
Do you
Hamza,
think?
you think like a lot of people from the front line will be moving on, or you think like you
I
think,
think at least one, because it's not only Holland is coming, it's this guy Julian Alvarez. I don't know if you guys have seen him from Argentina.
Yeah.
He's cold, bro. He's actually so cold. He looks a little. He plays a little like Aguero, man. He's nice, and so we'll have both of them. I think it's gonna be Jesus that's gonna leave,
To go
but
to Tottenham.
Be a good signing.
I'm
for
hearing
him.
Arsenal. They're saying
Yeah.
Arsenal or Juve. I was telling my brother I think he would be good for Real Madrid as well if they want another Brazilian forward. But I think Jesus will probably be the most likely to leave. I really don't want Sterling or Mahrez to leave. I want both of them to stay. But if one had to go,
Newcastle.
I'll pick Sterling to stay. Really, honestly, which is maybe a
Really?
hot take. Yeah, it's a hot take among City fans. Most prefer Mahrez, but I believe in Sterling. And
Sterling is less likely to give away.
I want them both to stay. Of course.
Was it the
Who do you
Madrid
think
game?
that Julian Alvarez guy is gonna play?
He's kind of he's like an inside forward kind of like. I think he could play both. I think he could play up top, like he could be a second option to Holland, or he can come off like the right. I think. So it'll be interesting to see how they play next year together, both of them. But
yeah,
he-
that'll be
he's-
interesting. See where I would say they would sell Sterling rather than Mahrez.
Yeah, I think both will end up staying though. I think it'll be Jesus that goes.
Grealish is gonna stay too.
I mean, he just came.
He
Grealish
has
gonna.
to.
I'm telling y'all, Grealish is gonna have a big season next year. That second season, that's when players usually that come at City. That's usually
If
when
he
they take
plays
off.
more than like 20 games, yeah, maybe.
I see him playing a lot more next
Watch. Now that you didn't say inshallah, he's going to tear his ACL.
year. Yo, this guy, man.
All right, I'm gonna have to kick you out. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I think Liverpool are gonna have to figure out a way to challenge as well. I think they're gonna have to sign some players because this league is ridiculous, man. 93 and 92 points this year to win the league.
We need to freshen up our midfield, in my opinion. If we don't
Yeah.
do that, then we're not gonna win.
In
I think
Klopp-
Tchouaméni should be our number one target.
Yeah, you don't
because we
can't
have
put
like
Fabinho like to play the whole season now, right? Fabinho's always hurt.
yeah, like we're relying too much on some players in the midfield, and also like Thiago, you can't trust him in terms of staying fit or not getting injured.
Are you worried about Mohamed Salah though? Like, he's been honestly like bad for a while now.
He's always like this. He has like parts in the season where he's on fire, and then the other parts he just
Dude, first
He-
half he was like better than like prime
Bro.
Messi.
He needs to stop celebrating Christmas. Bro, that's what it is. It's like you
Yeah.
celebrate. and then
Yeah,
you
his
go to
second half of
bed.
the season always is like worse than
Bro,
the beginning.
this guy needs a ruqya.
No, it's legit, bro. Like for Eid, what did he put?
I
He
don't
was
know,
wearing like a
man.
t-shirt and
Literally.
shorts.
Not even no, this past Eid.
Oh,
Because I keep track of this, man.
This
This Christmas, he wore a full-on Christmas suit. It was even more than last Christmas. Full-on Christmas suit, huge, even bigger Christmas tree in the back.
man loves Christmas, bro. It's actually funny.
And then for what's it called? For Eid, nothing on Instagram. On Twitter, he just writes "Kul amtu bikhair." That's it.
It's
Nothing
funny,
else. No
training.
picture.
you're checking like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, checking his
Refreshing.
LinkedIn.
Yo, Ahmed's Eid morning is checking Salah's social media.
For real, bro. Every hour, I gotta check.
Oh my god, yeah, that guy. But Mane is insane. I would keep him honestly. Like they can't
Oh
lose
yeah,
him.
for sure.
He's been their best player. Him and Thiago, I think. It's
That's
like
what I've been saying. Mane
second
is
half of
better
the year.
than Salah in like every way. Like Salah is good, don't get me wrong, but Mane is
Salah
just
has like more like he's capable of like magical moments or
He's
like
more
just
explosive, kind of like yeah.
more
sometimes he
consistent.
like has times he just scores like a lot. But Mane, like if you watch Liverpool every game, you see Mane's like he's
Technically a better player. Like
yeah. Mane's
Mhm.
everywhere in the attack. Salah's
Better
kind of always in
dribbler.
his right wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mane switched from like left wing to to playing striker this season when Diaz
He's
came
like
in.
bro, he terrorizes defenses. Mane's probably the worst type of forward you ever wanted to like
Yeah,
defend
yeah.
against.
Mane's a monster, man.
Messi.
But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting because like Madrid, like they're playing Liverpool. They knocked out PSG. It's like the players don't want to like go to Madrid if they just lost to them. I feel like that's like also that was also like in Mbappe's head. Also, that could be a factor for like Mane or Salah. Also, I saw Salah wrote on Instagram like revenge or something like that. He wrote something.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what Ahmed's thinking. He's thinking that Salah would go to Madrid if they get beaten by them again.
He's that type
I
of
think
guy.
Salah has a weak mentality.
You think so?
I do. I think so.
I saw rumors that I saw pictures of with his agent and him and like the Liverpool board guys. There was rumored that he's like I guess they agreed to a contract.
He probably
I'm not
will
sure.
resign. I think. I think he'll resign with them.
Salah, I think, knows in the back of his mind that
He needs Liverpool.
his
He needs
success is
Yeah.
in Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if he left Liverpool, he'd lose like 80% of his fans.
We're digging into his personality now. It seems like
Yeah.
his
I mean,
ego.
he's the face of the club though, so I don't see them letting him go.
Yeah. And I don't honestly, if I were him, I wouldn't want to leave either. Like he's had so much success in Liverpool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to leave.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, where would he go besides like Madrid though? Because I don't
So,
think Madrid would.
this is another thing, by the way. Like when these
PSG.
players go to the Premier League and they see the Premier League is always improving every season. This is like the best league. Everyone's watching it, and the other leagues are getting weaker. But where do you go like after? Even if you're a team like in Tottenham or like Arsenal, I'm even saying Arsenal. Like
Yeah.
you want to go to like Inter Milan, like yeah, you're
now
gonna win
you
the
gotta go
league
to- you gotta
maybe.
go to Roma.
You're like, but it's not the same thing as the Premier League still.
Honestly, leaving Liverpool, there's not really like a step up, honestly. Like right now, Liverpool and City, along Real Madrid as well, but Liverpool and City, I would say, are the two best in the world.
Yeah, that's true. Like a lot of players, like even like I feel like Tammy Abraham, he was rumored for Arsenal. Like players want to come back to the Premier League to show that they're like, they're still like, in the top level.
Today showed why the Premier League is the best league in the world, though. It was crazy. You saw when Wolves scored in like the 10th minute, the City Stadium, it got crazy. Like, and then it was just nuts keeping track of both games.
It looked like somebody spread a rumor in Liverpool, like so they started cheering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably some Wolves fan, but like it was insane today, man. Just when City went down 2-0, and if Liverpool had scored, City, like they said, City needed three to win. It was actually crazy, man. Today was insane. City love to do things the hard way.
Yeah.
It's they were down 2-0 in the 75th minute and won the league, man. It was crazy.
It was like basically 10 years, right? 10 years after the Aguero.
Yep. Today, not today, but this is 10-year anniversary of the Aguero goal against Man United, and it was 3-2, same score, 3-2 on the last day of the season.
And that was literally just goal difference, right? I think it
Yep,
would have been
yep.
goal difference if Liverpool was still drawn and
If Liverpool
City-
drew and we lost,
yeah.
and City had lost, it would have been it was goal difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and City
Which-
still would have won.
Which the goal difference, City flipped it in the last month. It was heavily favored towards Liverpool, but City went on a run this last month.
Yeah, I think
But,
the injuries just like kind of dampened Liverpool a little bit.
Yeah,
Salah not scoring and De Bruyne
yeah.
picking it up.
That's what I was gonna ask you guys. Actually, who's the player of the year for you?
Benzema.
Premier League player of the year.
I would say De
Antonio
Bruyne.
Conte.
De Bruyne.
Oh, De Bruyne for you?
Yeah.
Yusuf?
Probably, man.
Yeah. The thing is,
He's
like,
been the most
people,
consistent.
people criticized it because most people just look at stats. But you
Yeah.
can't just look at stats. I always say, like, De Bruyne is a
The
complete
eye
player.
test, man.
And,
Bro.
like, also the way they finish, I feel like the way you finish the season is more important than
him.
the way you started it.
Exactly. Left foot hat trick against Wolves in 20 minutes. It was crazy.
He scored 4, right?
He scored 4 that game, but he
Yeah.
had the first 3 were his left foot within 20 minutes, I think, less.
This will-
He's nuts.
Yeah, I think if Salah continued, of course, his form from the beginning, he would have definitely got it because he would have had over 30 goals and they would have gave it to him.
But
Yeah,
what
he was on
happened?
his
But he
historic pace.
didn't. He did.
What happened though?
Yo, Sonny caught up with him, right?
Yeah,
But Salah won Golden Boot, no?
They tied.
both
yeah.
of them.
They're tied.
Yeah.
But I think Sonny
know
should have
what?
won it, bro. No penalties.
You know what, though? It's not even the penalties. It's the expected goals. If you see the expected goals, Salah has more, it's like, I don't know about more, actually, but it's almost the same expected goals as the goals he scored. If you look at Son and De Bruyne, it's like a third.
Ridiculous.
For Son, it's like half. For De Bruyne, it's like, he has like almost 6 only, but he has like 16 goals.
Well, Sonny's an amazing
15.
player. He's like De Bruyne. They're both completely 2-footed. Like right foot, left foot doesn't matter. Son's ridiculous. He had a crazy season. If
I hate
Son
that.
had
I
like
hate that
12
he's at
expected
Spurs.
goals, which means like this implies like the goals they scored were not just like tap-ins, like
Right.
Yeah.
they were like really good goals.
what is Sonny's celebration? What did he do? Like he does like a little
The little
square.
camera
He
thing.
does like a camera like that.
Like, bro, I don't even know what he does.
Yeah. I don't get
Illuminati.
it.
It's Illuminati.
Exactly.
The Korean Illuminati.
But
Honestly,
I think
that would be a good transfer if honestly if for PSG or Madrid.
He's
For
perfect
some-
for Madrid
for
on the
human
right side.
son.
Stop.
Oh yeah.
Stop it.
He needs to get
You
out
know-
of that hole.
Levy would never let him go, bro.
Only for the right price. You know,
What is
Levy,
the
bro.
right price though?
Yeah, he
Because
doesn't
like
let anyone
his
200
he's
million.
he's huge for Tottenham's marketing.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they have all the Korean fans. Like
That's
they're
true.
going to like Korea for like a tour, right? In the summer.
Yeah.
They have so many fans from there now.
I
I
feel like
think
he's not
Sonny
that
just
old
wants
either,
to
right?
stay. He's 29.
Okay.
He's
But,
one of those players though. He's
Son-
still fit. He's gonna be good.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
one of the ones who can last a long time.
He'll
Yeah.
last.
You know, he's literally like, you know, the story of his father, basically
No.
like training him, all this stuff, and you know how Son went to the army for like for a year or something, or less than a year, and the fact that I think there's a rumor that his dad won't let him get married until or have a family until he retires.
I mean,
Like that's how.
I can see that.
Crazy.
Crazy discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it. He's still a virgin.
What?
Bro, he scores goals and goes home to like his parents' house. And he goes in his room. Crazy,
Who do you review?
Juggles the ball.
man.
What?
But before we go, who are you guys favoring between Liverpool and Madrid now?
Madrid.
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 Real
You
Madrid.
can't count
man.
out Madrid. You can't count them out anymore.
Madrid is so fresh right now, and they're just like thinking this game the whole time. Liverpool's all battered.
Yeah,
I'm
the
like-
last 3 games they've been playing like all their young guys.
Yeah, but I think now Liverpool has like more hunger than Real Madrid. Like I think Real Madrid's probably too relaxed, but still you can't count them out.
Dude, like we can be like maybe even winning the game and stuff, and then like Madrid will just turn up
It's a
like,
Champions League
Champions
final,
League
man.
mode. Benzema,
Everybody's
the biggest
hungry.
goal.
Yeah. You think losing Mbappe will affect Madrid though? I don't think
No.
it does. I don't think the players care, right?
Yeah, the
It's
players
like,
don't
They don't
really
care.
care.
They can get someone else. Like it's not gonna be Mbappe, but there's gonna be someone else who comes around.
Yeah.
It's like they don't need it. You know what Madrid can sign?
De Bruyne.
Because they need a right winger. That's kind of what they need. Rafinha.
Nah.
You get Rafinha, bro. Madrid's amazing.
I think Rafinha is cold, man. Rafinha is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Jared
need that
Bowen
left
to
footer,
Madrid.
I guess.
Yeah,
Get them Jared Bowen.
Honestly,
solid player.
He's nice, man.
yeah, it looks like all you guys favoring Madrid because of Liverpool's like kind of dip a little bit in form or what?
Ali,
Not
you really
even,
favoring
bro.
Madrid?
Because I'm a Real Madrid fan.
I just don't want to see Liverpool win it. I feel like I think they're better than Real Madrid, but it's just Real Madrid in these Champions League finals. They know how to get it done.
Wait, like we could probably say that
Just
about
sub
Madrid in
on Bale
every single
randomly.
matchup they played. Like I think the other team was better,
Yeah.
No, the team was better, but it's Real Madrid.
but like they played well for like
Yeah.
15 minutes and they won the game.
Yeah, they had 2 good moments and they won.
What was I gonna say? I kind of forgot.
I'm surprised you're saying
Why are you
Madrid.
picking Madrid, Ali?
For the same reasons you guys are, bro. I just watched them just destroy like all the good teams in the Champions League. I think we're next. That's simply how it is.
Benzema revenge tour.
So Benzema's like locked in for Ballon d'Or now, right?
Better, man.
Yeah, he better win it. If he doesn't, I'm never watching football again.
Well, then I hope he doesn't.
The only thing that can like affect him is like he just doesn't do anything the second half of the season, and then they're
Plus
just
the
gonna have
World
like a
Cup.
bias against him. Because I mean, if this was Messi, it would be secured already.
Yeah,
He
Messi
can
or
literally
Ronaldo.
take the break off like second half of the season, just like Messi did last year and won.
It
I
could
think
be
Benzema
like
has to continue like his form at least a little bit to still win, just because that's the way it is, man. Like
it could be up for debate though if like Belgium has a nice run in the World Cup. De Bruyne
That's
plays well in the World Cup. Second half of the
Is the
season,
World Cup
obviously.
gonna go into it? Or are they gonna? I don't know when they do the voting. Do they?
They usually do
The
like
Wo-
January, right? January, February.
Around that time, yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
I'm sure they would wait till after, but yeah.
Yeah. I got one question for you guys. City just won their 4th Premier League title in 5 years.
You mean they bought their 4th Premier League title?
Is this the shut up? Is this the greatest Premier League team ever?
No.
4 titles in 5 years is wild.
Yeah, by buying like what?
I mean, it's a
28
bit. It's the best team of
players.
the 21st century,
In this modern era.
Yeah.
Well, I
probably,
mean,
right?
I think it's like even
Obviously, like,
forget about like
United,
even
yeah.
before. Okay, obviously like the modern era, like the Liverpool teams were good. It's between. I think City's is the best, but the other argument would be United from
Yeah.
Ronaldo and Tevez and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
That'll
that's
always
one.
be like an argument people have. But
Yeah.
I think City, just because they've done it like this is the same, relatively the same team they've had the past few years, and they did it multiple times.
And
So
what's
did
crazy
United,
is-
but City did it like freaking like almost 100 points every time.
Yeah, because there's this like Liverpool's like also one of the best teams ever at the same time, and they've only got 1 Premier League. They've had
That's
like
the
98 points, and then this season 92 points, and they can't win
Yeah,
the league.
because they didn't spend $1 billion.
or like yeah. Regardless of spending, I mean, United used to spend tons of money and they
I
still
know, like
I mean,
not
United
that great.
spending money doesn't guarantee anything. You still gotta play on the field, you know.
Yeah, but if let's see, Klopp, he spent like what net, like probably 200 million. He won.
I don't know what your numbers are coming from, bro. Allison and Van Dijk together are almost 200 million. Like,
Yeah, but he sold players. City doesn't sell players. So if you look at net spending, Manchester
Oh my
City's
God,
net
bro.
spending.
I feel like I'm at the
$1
bottom of a
billion.
Twitter thread when I
$1 billion.
I have a question for Hamza.
Yeah, what's up?
Wait. If City didn't win this game, or basically not win the Premier League, how do you think Pep's future will be? Like he might stay, but like, what's his expectations for next season?
Bro,
I
he should
think-
still leave.
I think the pressure would have been way higher next season. Because like if we went, because this is the City didn't win any of the cups this year, so Premier League, like we needed this trophy this year. So, but now 4 and 5, I feel like his legacy is kind of just, it's already been established, but now it's even more. But Pep, I think
it's going
if
to
we
be
had
more
lost
pressure
today,
on Champions League next year,
yeah, I mean that pressure doesn't go away every season,
especially with Haaland.
Yeah, but Pep, I feel like if he had lost, it would have, with I guess the type of person he is, he would have just came back even harder next year. So
Nah, he's weak. He probably would have left.
I mean, the board has to also realize like we can criticize Pep for not winning the Champions League, but like everyone's seen with their own eyes, like the change Pep did, because Man City had money before Pep too.
yeah,
They weren't as dominant, and they used to spend money a lot. But with Pep, their whole like playing style changed the way Pep's system is, and they're just super dominant that way. They can't get that with another coach.
Money's important, but it doesn't guarantee anything. It's all about how you play on the field, and like you see how he's dominating the Premier League. It hasn't been done like this, so it's and
It'd
then
be
without a
interesting to
striker
see
this
who the
year,
next coach they try to go after.
Hopefully, it's not for a while. But the beginning of this year, they were saying City don't have a striker, and like it's going to be Chelsea and Liverpool. And the end of the year, it's City that won the league without a striker. So
I think it's unwise when people say City's like even without this. Like I thought it was unwise. People saying like, "Oh yeah, it's going to be Chelsea and Liverpool."
Like
Exactly,
the City still has the best squad.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like City, Pep especially, like he doesn't do well with strikers, to be honest. I don't even think Haaland is going to be like a step up for Pep, honestly. I think
I've seen people say that. I disagree. I think next year Holland will show it'll be really good.
Nah,
Because
he's probably
Lewandowski
gonna
was with City with Pep as well. Lewandowski at Bayern, and they did really well. Eto at Barcelona. Like there's been Aguero. There's been strikers that it just they'll have to adapt to each other. But I think
It's
Holland
more
is going
like-
to do really good.
I think Haaland, like you might not see him like doing those blistering runs all the time like he did in Dortmund because it's league's not
It's not
that
the German
easy.
league.
They're not
It's not
counterattacking.
Bundesliga.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
the-
not
it's not the
open.
But
Bundesliga.
I can see him scoring tap-ins. Like he's a
Easily,
good
bro.
finisher, and with De
Yeah.
Bruyne and Bernardo Silva sending balls in, he's gonna have a lot of tap-ins.
Easy.
I
Man.
think he's going to struggle, honestly. Because
I don't see Haaland struggling in general, bro.
Exactly.
He's a machine.
Yeah.
he might be a machine, but under Pep, everybody struggles. Every striker, at least.
That's just
If
not
he
true.
was
That's
adapted
just
to
simply
his
not
way,
true.
Where's the cap?
Well, exactly.
All right,
Daniel-
I think we're good for this episode. You've done enough trolling for this episode.
I can't get on with the youth or Joseph Plaza.
But actually being
Joseph-
serious, I don't think that Haaland is going to do that well under Pep.
We could talk about this next year when we can revisit this.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Thanks Hamza for joining us late after your celebrations.
My fault, guys. Thank you. Thank you for waiting.
All right, guys. Subscribe wherever you got it. Apple, Spotify. Subscribe on YouTube to see Ayub's trolling and his face when he's trolling. But yeah, thank you guys. See ya.